Okay, I'm just sitting here. Okay, there we go. All right, welcome everyone. This is the first time that I am going live on YouTube, and I want to make sure that you're all set up with your yoga mat. I'm gonna go live. There we go on TikTok. And I just don't think I have Facebook. Oh, I do. Guess what? Here we go. All I have to do is just go live on one of them. All right, so please get set up. So there we go. Whoa. And I'm almost there. How do I turn it around? I guess we just turn it around this way. Okay. Okay, this is the first time. I promise next time I'll do better. I'll be more on top of it and ready to go right from the beginning. So please come to your mat and find a comfortable seat. Sukhasana or easy pose. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. And take some long, slow, deep breaths in. Long, slow, deep breaths out. Give yourself the first few moments to only focus on your breath. Allowing your nervous system to shift from whatever it is that you were just doing into this moment now. So one thing I know that I see all the time, yoga teachers, yoga students, is they think that in order to practice yoga, you need to go to a 1 hour yoga class. Yet BKS Iyengar stated that all you need to do every single day is 5 rounds of sun salutations. So this morning, I'm going to teach you a sun salutation that isn't often used, classical sun salutations or the hatha sun salutations. But I also want to warm up just a little bit before we move into it. So find your breath. Look and find it. I say that kind of languaging is bad. And take some long, slow, deep breaths, fill up your belly, fill up your ribs, fill up your chest. Exhale from your chest, from your ribs, from your belly. Connect to your diaphragmatic breathing. What this is doing is massaging your vagal nerve, allowing you to go from like hyped up and on guard to chill, relaxed, safe. And once you're in tune with your breath, just move with your breath, with the cues, even close your eyes. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up over your head, reach for the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat beside you, lean over, reach to the side. Stay here, breathe. Reach your knees for the mat, turn your head and your chest to look up. And inhale, come back through center, reach both of your arms up over your head, try to touch the ceiling. And then exhale to the other side. Same cueing instructions, reach your knees from the mat. Turn your head and your chest to look up. One more breath. And then inhale, come back through center, reach both of your arms up. Once again, try to touch the ceiling. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take another breath. Release your hands to the mat behind you. Plant your palms below your shoulders, fingers pointing towards the body. Try to bring your shoulder blades to touch behind you. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Keep looking forward. Look at me. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, lift the chest even higher. Exhale, come back to center, and then take a hold of your feet. Bring the soles of the feet to touch in front of you. Pull your heels in towards your groins. Plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, start to fold forward. So big thing, keep your spine long. And you can play with this because what tends to be in a lot of people's heads is like, how can I get my go down further, right? That's aesthetic yoga. I teach functional. So what that does is put a lot of added pressure on your low back, even though you think you look good. So what I want you to do is lift the chest, look to the top of the mat, notice how your spine is long. And it's from here that you start to fold at the hips, not the back. Breathe. So for some people, that's going to look like this, and that's okay. If you're feeling a stretch on the inner thighs, that's what you want. Our goal in yoga is not to look a certain way. It's to feel a certain way. Breathe. One more breath. And then plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Come back up to seated. Take your ankles out to the side and back behind you. Come up onto all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Place your wrists below your shoulders. Untuck your toes. Put the weight into the tops of the feet. When you push the tops of the feet down into the mat, notice how the low back and the low belly engage. You can do this by tucking the toes and notice how the back sags. Push into the tops of the feet, engage the core. Keep this, and then inhale, bring your belly towards the mat. Look up at the ceiling. Exhale, push the ground away from you. Arch your back, point the top of your head at your mat. Continue to flow. Inhale through cow. Exhale through cat. Flow with your breath. Remember, the breath is diaphragmatic, slow, full, deep, long, which means you move the same way, slow, deep, long. One more round. Bring yourself back to center, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips up into the air. Come into your downward facing dog. Alternate the bend in your knees. Walk out your dog. Warm up the backs of your legs. Keep breathing. Bend both of your knees. Look to the top of the mat. Start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Come into a standing forward fold. Double check that your feet are hip distance apart. You can do that by bringing both of your fists to the inside of your feet. And plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Remember that long spine we were talking about? We want to use that for all of your forward folds. There are three main causes of low back pain, and the first is tight hamstring. When you round your spine, that takes pressure off the hamstrings. Breathe and invite in as much of a bend in the knees as you need to feel it in the hamstrings. Keep the spine long. Breathe. One more breath. And then bend the knees even deeper. Release the hands. Slowly roll up, just like a rag doll. Allow your arms and your head to hang. Take your time. Coming all the way up to standing. When you get to standing, roll your shoulders down your spine. Your head comes up last. Double check that your feet are hip distance apart if you didn't do it when you were in forward fold, and then lift up all 10 of your toes and spread them wide. With the engagement of your toes or the lifting of your toes, feel the engagement of your shins and your calves. And then engage your thighs, squeeze your bum, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and then lift your chest up, roll your shoulders down your spine. Keep the chest lifted, but pull the ribs towards one another. So you're not just like this, right? Chest is lifted, the ribs are in. Nice. Hands alongside the body, palms face forward, spread your fingers wide, engage your arms, and bring your chin parallel to the ground. This is Tadasana, or mountain pose. This is not a transition pose. This is not hanging out pose. This is you as a mountain. How strong is your mountain? Breathe. Keep that long, slow breath in and out. And those breaths are how we're going to transition with 5 rounds of sun salutations. Well, let's do 3 rounds because it's actually equal to 6. We're going to start there. And then maybe next time we'll do 5 sun salutation A. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, fold at your hips, bring your hands to the mat in front of you. Inhale, step the right foot back, bring the back knee to the mat, untuck the toes, lift the chest. Plant the palms, hold your breath, step the left foot back, and then exhale, bring your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, come into your Bhujangasana or Cobra pose, and then exhale through all 4s and up to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, come onto the back knee, untuck the toes, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the back toes, step them forward, come into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. That counts as half of a round because we did right leg back, right leg forward. So now we're going to do the other side, okay? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, come onto the back knee, untuck the toes, lift the chest, hold the breath, plant the palms, step back, plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push through all 4s, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, come onto the back knee, untuck the toes, Anjayanasana. Exhale, tuck the back toes, step forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up, reach your arms to the sky, and then exhale, hands to heart center. That is 1 full round. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Long, slow, deep breaths. Inhale, right leg back, Anjayanasana. Hold the breath, plank. Exhale, Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, tuck the back toes, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back. Low lunge. Hold the breath, plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Low lunge, other side. Exhale, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Take a breath. Find your Tadasana, not find it. Come into Tadasana. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Low lunge. Plant the palms, step back plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Low lunge. Exhale, left leg forward. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, heart center. One more half round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back, low lunge. Hold the breath, plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat. Both feet, toes pointing out. Plant your palms on the mat, bend the knees, bring your bum down towards the mat, sway from side to side, get into the hips. This is a pose I think everybody should do every day. So before I had a full-time yoga teacher career, I was an ER nurse. So we're going to talk about pooping. So come to Malasana or your yogi squat. For some, it's really a hard pose. So instead of like being half in it, sit down on a block so that you're somewhat like this. Knees up over your hips. Before, and still actually in Southeast Asia, before we decided we wanted to come here and sit upon thrones wherever we went, this is how everybody kind of like sat, went to the bathroom, did a lot of things. And as mentioned in Southeast Asia, this is still very common. We in North America and Europe decided that we must sit our bums upon something higher than our knees. And what that causes actually hemorrhoids, just FYI. In fact, I think statistics are like 92% of all North Americans have hemorrhoids when people are over the age of 30 years old. This is why, because you have to push. Because when you sit on a toilet with your butt up higher than your knees, there's like a band in there that cuts off the rectum. Why am I saying this? Because I said I was an ER nurse and constipation is a common complaint for people in the ER. It is really uncomfortable. I know it causes a lot of pain, and if you don't poo, then you die. So it is an emergency as well. But literally, if you do this every day, in fact, if you just get like a squatty potty and you poop with a bench, whatever you call it, a stool, life-changing. Because then that band isn't cutting off the rectum and you can to like evacuate without pressure. So you also don't get hemorrhoids. You're welcome. Also, one thing that they don't have in Southeast Asia that we have in North America and Europe is hip replacements. Why would that be? I mean, how many people do you know that can do this, but also do this? And then do this, right? So I think we've done this over a minute now. I'm going to get you to plant your palms on the mat and bring your bum down to the ground. However that may look, your legs out in front of you, and then come all the way down onto the mat. Walk your heels towards your bum. Bring your arms alongside your body. Palms face down. Reach for your heels. Another common yoga teacher cue is to be able to touch your heels with your hands. I'll even show you why this is bad. Look at where my knees are and look at where they are when I lift up, extending way past my ankles, right? Again, functional yoga. It's really hard on your knee ligaments. So wiggle the feet away from you. Now look what happens. My knees are over my ankles. Squeeze your bum. Lift your hips up into the air. Really squeeze your bum. Another reason for low back pain is underdeveloped glute muscles, very common. Lift the toes, push into the heels, lift up a little bit higher, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the butt muscle. And then slowly start to release round the spine. Come on back down. Let the knees fall over to the right. Breathe. Feel the twist in the spine. You can bring your arms out to the side if that feels nice. Again, in order to have a yoga practice, your yoga practice can literally be 5 minutes. I don't know how long this one is, but I know it's not an hour. It doesn't have to be like a full 90-minute vinyasa, doing handstands and hopping all over the walls. I don't know if you do that, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be super chill. It can also be really hard if you want. But it doesn't have to be long because that's what I often do, right? I set myself up to not be successful because I can't meditate unless I meditate for 45 minutes. There's a picture of Buddha. And I have my own room to do it in. Whereas you can literally just close your eyes and meditate for 2 breaths if you want. And it's the same with your yoga practice, your asana practice. You could just do like 5 minutes worth of postures. You could just shavasana. Set yourself up for success. Breathe. Bring your knees back. Push the back of your head into your mat. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Allow your arms to fall away from your body, your palms to face the ceiling. Let your feet fall open. Take a long, slow, deep breath in all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Let it out with a sigh. Let go of your breath. Let your body breathe itself. Take all of the thoughts that you have in your head right now and allow them to ooze out of the crown of your head onto your mat and away from you. And start to relax your body. Relax your forehead and feel your eyes grow wide. And feel your eyes sink into the back of your head. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Let the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax your throat and your neck. Let any tension ooze out of the tops of your shoulders onto your mat and away from you. Relax the muscles that run along your spine. Relax your arms and your wrists and your hands. Relax your chest and your abdomen and let your hips be wide. Relax your thighs and your knees, your shins and your calves, your ankles and your feet. Bring some awareness into your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Turn your head from side to side. And pull your knees up into your chest. Hug them in. Roll from side to side. Eventually, roll all the way over onto one side. Use your bicep as a pillow. Take a breath here. Use the strength of one of your hands to bring yourself all the way up to seated. Keep your eyes nice and heavy. And once you get here, roll your shoulders down your spine, rest your hands on your knees or your thighs, and take a long, slow, deep breath in all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Exhale, sigh. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return to your normal breath. Bring your hands together in the center of your chest. And if you feel comfortable, bow your head. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice this evening, afternoon, night. From my heart to yours. Namaste. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you think, as this is the first time kind of like going live with YouTube and TikTok for a practice.